Hello again. Switching back to OBS, see if this actually works. Checking. Okay. Frame rate seems to be holding out with some consistency. But this is also what happened last time. Oh, drops. No. Oh, and it just dropped to 0. What is happening? And then it jumps back to 10,000. What is this? Okay, it only did it a little bit there. Will we be able to make this work? And it's back to 0 again. Are you? Okay. Here I thought we were at the end of our issues. Alright, let's think. What could be causing this? I can't imagine there's much. Okay, at least the game has audio. Dear Lord, I forgot how much of a mess Streamlabs was. I must have been really desperate to go for that. You know what would be smart? Probably actually interacting with the stream options. Let's see. Settings. Oh, maybe I need to set a proper target rate. Output, video bit rate. 600 kbps. You know what? Let's actually lower that to like 500. 6,000 is a bit much to ask. Maybe this will help. Maybe this will help it lower, or just keep things in control. And process priority, video, renderer, color format. There's no way that, like, lowering the bitrate actually worked, right? We haven't had a lag spike since, though it's only been a minute. I should stop opening my mouth, because that just invites disaster. It looks like it's okay. I'm going to exit the game. I mean, we did just save at the start of today. Nope, it's plummeting. Oh, wait. Okay. It hiccuped for a second. It only dropped to a few thousand. It wasn't that bad. Nope, now it's back down to 0. God, what is this? Ugh. Great. Okay, well, guess we're doing more research on the basics of streaming that I should probably already know. Let's see. Well, the router connection, maybe it's unstable, but disconnecting that now would be an issue. I don't think it's like our data is being used up too heavily. Like, I know for a fact I'm not using Netflix downstairs because that's been a problem for a while. And I don't know if anyone else is using, like, YouTube, so I can't imagine there's much that's causing this. Maybe we're just, like, having a rough patch with our internet, because, like, literally nothing changed. It's like a server issue or something. Oh, hey, Stream Elements, you're late to the party. Because it was happening super frequently earlier, but it's slowing down now a decent bit. Also, can't help but notice that Blah has not made or Cool has not made a return. So it could just be that there's like some big issue with internet going on around the country. No, wait, don't. I think they said. You know what? I should probably shut my mouth. I almost doxed the poor guy. Oof, that would have been bad. I actually have no idea where they live. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Um. What could be causing this? I have no idea. Also notice that it hasn't happened since the last time. It's hovering pretty decently at 6,000. Even though I set it to 5. Weird. It it seems to happen when I actually interact with the game. Because I did nothing for that entire time. It's now at 6,000. Back in the game. Actually interacting with the game. Saving data. We seem to be okay. No, I just saw the number lower. I need to stop saying that. Love of God. Okay, lag. What is lag? Lag is a delay in data being transferred from the provider to the receiver. Is the action of the data buffering in specific points, transferring chunks of it at a time. So what would be capable of altering that? It seems to be gone. Like what? What is happening? Was it really just like a one-time hiccup? You know what? I'm going to take advantage of this and do something. Create a new source. Create a proper "will be back soon." Oh, now it's gone. How do I get it to move with it off the screen? We seriously haven't had like a single Can I just, like, move it with left and right? No. We haven't had a single lag spike since. I have to wonder if it's even there at all. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm going to, first of all, actually set up this text thing properly. Set the background opacity to 75%, so it's at least a little bit visible. And be careful shrinking it, because if you're not, it'll magically explode and just vanish. Then transition. There you go. I will be right back. back. So when we last left, there was 16,000 frames or 1,600 frames dropped during the entire stream, and it's still the same. So there hasn't been a spot of lag since. So I'm just going to there we go. Put that back. And I'll keep an eye on it as we go forward. Alright? Alright. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. Guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What do you mean clean out evidence? Nick, you can't just throw away perfectly good evidence. Are you nuts? Alright, fine then. I guess we just did that. Lag is fluctuating. I don't like it. Don't make big jumps, because that precipitates big falls. December 27th, detention room, visitor's room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money. Oh, alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. Oh, it's dropping. Okay, it's still, the lowest it's gone is 5,000. I can live with that. We haven't lost a single frame yet. Oh boy. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Look at his shifting eyes. Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I see that. Okay. Got a little bit of lag there. I think it's fine. It's like every new box of text, the kilobytes a second changes. The upload rate. I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. You want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yoki. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. A defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yoki's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yoki had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yoki was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick? He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Blech. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Okay, trying to remember what comes next. I think we head here? December 27th, Grossberg Law Offices. He's out again. When does he work, anyway? I'm back. What did I miss? Not much. I think the lag is fixed. It seems like it was just like a hiccup of the internet. Because we've lost like 10 frames since the last one, at least. Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. I'm getting lag, but I don't know if that's my phone or the stream. Don't say that. Okay, it's wavering. We haven't had any major frame drops in a minute. I don't like that. It's jumping from 4,000 to 8,000, and whenever it does that, that's a bad sign. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. How did you... Huh? Wait, how do you snap a tie in half? Is it made out of, like, wood? Sorry about that. How the fuck? No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping. Apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'm trying to make jokes, but it's a little bit hard when I keep freaking having to glance over at the upload rate. Okay, I guess we can't go to forest, so we gotta check out around here. Huh? The steel eyesore's missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. September 27th, boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. There he is. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That is true, yes. From what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Let's see. December 27th, Caretaker's Shack. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. Wait a minute. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228.
I should probably stop doing that. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue, too. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond framed Edgeworth. Throwing Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Curious. Okay, trying to think of what else there is to do. I think we have to stop by the precinct at some point, but... One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Grossberg? Not here. Oh, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. See this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined my life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations of the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Well, Edgeworth, time to sing like a parrot and talk. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. He claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why do you want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? Do we really need to flash back to this? Memory of a crime that I committed. Yes, the best-selling crime title. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Yeah, we just saw this. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father! Bang. Oh. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Grossberg. Is he here? Mr. Grossberg!
Ah, hello there. What's wrong? I'm troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
Just calm down. Tell me what's happened, huh?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Alright. Calm down, everyone. This is not going to make things any better.
I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, why do you two look so troubled?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth, so deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth used the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired. The deed was done.
No! I don't believe it!
Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost, and died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Gregory Edgeworth was killed. The police called on the spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yenny Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
What do you have to say about this?
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. He killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients that way. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait.
What is it?
This letter. I've seen his handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Winkety wink wink, wink wink wink. Oh wait, there was another lag spike. I didn't notice. We went from 1600 to 2700 dropped frames. Damn it! Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma.
Von Karma?
Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he should know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could Mr. von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. But I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court. Von Karma did win. He didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, unusual event for a man. It was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, it was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep perfect records so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. Police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. Police materials. Let's go check more cells. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't just have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! December 27th, Police Department Records Room. Dusty as always. They were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Was this open last time? Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says unsolved... The label says unsolved cases. Evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick! The file for DL6! It's completely empty! What?
What are you doing in here?
Von Karma!
You! How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? Beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. God, Von Karma from the front looks awful. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Hello? Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? Grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why'd you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth would admit his own guilt.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. I know we're supposed to present something, but I still think whatever we present is an incredibly stupid thing to show him.
You think I, a prosecutor, will give you a defense attorney information?
Creep! Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it! You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter!
Yes, my dear defense attorney. thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick! What is that thing? Oh, God. Stun gun. For self-defense, usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000.
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter.
No. No!
Whoa! What are you?
Nick, run! Ah! Jesus! Maya!
Out of my way.
Ah! Ow! Oh. And all of this occurred inside the police department. With no cameras or anything. Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter! Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. It completely fried my processor. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Whoa, Maya. It's okay. It's not your fault that the man literally assaulted us. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. Wait, we still have the file on the DL6 incident, and the photo. And now we have the bullet. He didn't take any evidence at all. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Alright, chat. We're in the end game. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. Defendant lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn up from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma isn't pushing too hard.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right. Good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Oh yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl?
About 600,000 volts of electricity.
Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth?
Good morning. How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. It's like I just got a fresh cup of brain juice.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but it has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of this court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. I gotta remember this guy's voice. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Press him. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seemed relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi.
I wasn't running away or nothing.
Then why did you leave?
He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes.
True. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
You weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. Police apprehended him. He was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep. Seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. You need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one.
How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
You have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the same thing now and over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. Does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Oh yeah, Yanni Yogi. Why did I have to stop to think about that? His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident.
Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. Then allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, I've got nowhere else to go. Nick! How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints?
I see. Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
Literally a dozen other methods. Dental records, like DNA tests, like ID card? Anything? No.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright?
I need to double check something before we go further with this. 12/28/2001. Baron elevator was auction completed at the time of incident. No clues found at the scene. Victim data: Gregory Edgeworth, age 35, tracked elevator, returning from the lost trial of son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in heart. Murder weapon was fired twice. Trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide.
It seems that the case has been decided, you know?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. Thank you, my friend, for the foreshadowing you allowed me to bring up in the previous section of this stream. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor? The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up. On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Oh, it's so absurd.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy!
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Bring it, bitch!
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot. This might be the stupidest thing I have ever seen. Hello. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.
Must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Who is your owner?
Hello. Hello. Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? Right. Oh, no, wait. There's something else. There's a lot of stuff in the courtroom that gets hazy. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that would prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello.
That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot.
Hello.
Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? This is one of the biggest ass pulls they've ever had. Yes, Von Karma somehow got to the scene of the crime on that day and not only knew how to retrain a parrot, but actively did it, anticipating us to do this. Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that our owner is Mr. Yogi. Press. Maya. What's the safe? Ah, I remember. Maybe I'll get her to say the number to that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
Well, 28. Well, 28. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you are claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
The file.
Take that!
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page.
Mr. Wright, this file's from a case 15 years ago. I don't see anything about a safe in here at all. I believe this is another one of Mr. Wright's bluffs. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony.
Oh, no, wait. The date was listed on the case summary page. Oops. Yada, yada, yada. The case file. On the first page. Case summary. My mistake. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
Date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important the date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I am number one.
Everyone get that down. Look at this man's outfit. There is no way he does not have millions available.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. You would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Hold it!
Then we cut through. What's your name? Maybe we should get him to say your name. Polly! Polly! What's your name?
Polly! Polly! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Of course it does.
Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. And show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All you have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the case file again!
Take that!
DL6 case file.
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name, Your Honor?
Polly Jenkins.
Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bruh, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only Oh.
She's only 7 years old.
Wait, he has a granddaughter? I know he has a daughter, but she's way too young to have a 7-year-old kid. So does she have a brother? Interesting.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name.
Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
I have accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent. Yet let me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
On Karma, where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
And the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are few mysteries left unsolved. Still, we've cleared a suspicion of this particular case, so I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty. So it begins. The real fight.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
God damn it, Edgeworth.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean? I literally just declared you guilty of a very specific crime, which all evidence and confessions point to you not doing.
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What do I do? This is as morally gray as it gets. I object. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean the incident where your father died?
The distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Bless your heart, Edgeworth.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Damn you, Von Karma.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Oh boy. December 28, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad.
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy. Just crazy.
Nick? What are you doing?
Huh?
Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what?
Huh?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed and he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Here we go. It's the final showdown. Doo-doo-doo. Now then, I'd like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then no point was let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
It's unconventional for you to do things the way they're supposed to be done? I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. On Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please. Please. Here we go. That day I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Oh, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well.
Mr. Wright, cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. There's quite a few things that don't line up here. Let me see if I got this right. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. It plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
The victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Is there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof other than this that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Yes, I do. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident. You bet I do. Look at this photograph. Well, he said it. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. He was shot in the chest, and there is a bullet hole in the window. That should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary. That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. The pistol had been fired 2 times. The other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claims Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It's highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No! But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent! I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Now, I'm wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick! Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not.
So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did. Oh no! He's accepted the guilt!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
I have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor. I object!
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no! It must exist. The second bullet. What did you just say? Nothing! The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet, it existed!
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But, ooh, the murderer.
The murderer. Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
The criminal took the second bullet. But why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that was the case, they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Oh, that's not it.
This isn't going so well.
So some
Murderer. Murderer didn't need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time looking for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. Murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know?
That...
Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop him, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside, creating the bullet hole in the elevator. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in that incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. That's right, I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick! I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured? Which would mean... could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Save it for a better time. Yeah, because there's a better time to say it. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Motive, means, and opportunity. All lined up in one spot.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
Oh, my hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma! Von Karma!
Boy. You mean me, Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst of my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. You pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. Leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull that bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. What is this, Far Cry 4? Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Show evidence. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it, and I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Hold on to your fucking... Wait. What am I thinking? Still bears clear ballistic markings. We don't have... Okay, I think it's this one. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. This metal detector I randomly got 2 days ago. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh, What's the matter? Your shoulder hurting, bud?
I refuse.
You refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requested we be allowed to use this metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Right in the shoulder. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma? You... It was you!
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof!
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The bullet.
Take that!
That's a bullet.
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Instead of Chekhov's gun, we have the judge's bullet. Ballistic markings. Fuck. Instead of Chekhov's gun, we have the judge's ballistic markings.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. Examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, and if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun, the very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Right now! Reveals knife. Gumshoe, let us borrow your straw. We could suck it out instead of a brain. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air! Get away. Get away from my father. scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma.
Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me.
So, it was you.
You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death!
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. It was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button. Nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it! Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Von Karmic Retribution, baby. I'm sorry for only doing the voice acting in that bit. That whole sequence is so hype. I fucking love it. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. Now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop, pal! I say whoop! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. But tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? Green drinks for everybody.
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all, get out. Get out. You have done nothing but give us headaches. Lana! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? Let's do that. Well? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Fiancé. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Bus, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think it'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Oh, yeah, that's not that strange. We'll give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. Weird amount. It's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No! Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, Wright? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. Just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we have a saying. We used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually butts. I know. Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. How now, Nick? It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! Death sentence for both of you! And if only I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor! Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I'd known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all! Line up! I'll take a photo! Hey! Photo time! Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me. Take the photographer's brains to go.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself is still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Oh, Maya. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! First trains from the mountains have already left. To the station! I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick? Maya?
So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
You were the one who stopped one karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
You're not going anywhere, Maya. Stay the fuck right there. No. She deserves the honest approach.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. You were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. Ah, yes. And this was the gun that did it. And you were the one who gave it to me. Oh, good. I was running out of ammo, too.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that. Well,
So, this is it.
see you soon, Maya. Aw, that is sweet.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Alright, line them up. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Come on, let's see them all. That's the end. Of the base game, at least. There is one more case we'll be doing, but that'll be next week.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! He's still doing it.
And he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Oh, great, the text is on auto, I can't slow down. Game soundtrack is fantastic. They did amazing. The characters and writing are unbelievable. Huh? Nick? No, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Well, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. And Larry never changed.
Ah! Ooh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
I don't remember the voice I gave Pain. Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Great Water Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Yeah, we get to see all the characters and where they are now.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, he is understudying, is he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Masakazu Sugimori did the music, huh? Well, that guy's got some talent.
Hey, it's me again. Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. You know, they're finally... Oh, God. Here I go again. Ah!
I wonder if we can see Cody. How is that kid?
Froggy! I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. And I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
He straight up looks like a werewolf. And I find that hilarious. Like, they really went with like the biggest, beefiest, most beastly looking design possible. Hi. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. Aw. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway? Miko Uchida. From the manual. Hey! Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. What is your fucking deal, dude? Producer Atsushi Inaba. I feel like I've seen this guy in a lot of good games.
Howdy. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Well, me, I'm trained to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Wait, a ghost? That's right. Executive producer Shinji Mikami. There she is! Look at them all. Oh my god, is Gumshoe the one throwing out the confetti at the end of every case? Oh, you gotta love it. Capcom.
Hold it!
Oh! A brand new episode has been added. Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. And we're going to save that for next weekend. I'm already running a little bit longer than I'm supposed to. Alright, chat. Let's find you guys somebody to raid. Yeah, I love that case. I love that case so much. It's like such absurd chaos and like genuine intrigue in all the right places. They did a very good job of what they were trying to do. Let's see. Let's see. There is Azure Silver Shield for 5 viewers. I think we can lend them a little bit of help.
Cryptic to me.
Let's see here. And I already forgot the person's name. Raid Azure Silver Shield. Oh, I got it wrong. Damn it. Oh, or Silver Shield. All right, chat. You all have a wonderful day. Try not to give any spoilers, too. These people are going... I think he's going at it blind, actually. So don't give any spoilers. Be nice. Be supportive. You all have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.